Good day, everyone. Welcome to the TOEIC Reading Practice Part 7, Reading Comprehension with the topic, Learning How to Answer Questions Dealing with Charts, Tables, Forms, and Double Passages, Part 2. I am Teacher Addie, and I'll be your teacher for today. In this part, we are going to continue the lesson from the previous episode. Let's review the strategies that we need to follow. Understand parts of charts, tables, and forms. This will help you quickly identify the parts of the passage, or chart, or table where the information you need can be found. Skim the questions and passage to find information quickly. This will help you identify which part of the text is referred to. Then, compare the answer choices to that part of the chart, table, or form. Be careful of the small print. Charts, tables, and forms may include notes or extra information at the bottom. Check this before choosing an answer to avoid making mistakes. Watch for connected information between texts. In each double passage, there will be at least one question that will require you to look at both texts and connect the information. Read both passages before you answer for double passage questions. For questions on double passages, it is important to read both passages before you answer. Now, let's proceed to our practice exercises. Remember to focus on quickly answering the passages within the given time. We will have the same passages from the previous episode. For questions 1 to 5, refer to the following email and table. You have 10 seconds to read each passage to find the answers in the following questions. If you need more time to read, you can pause the video. You must apply the tactics you have learned in dealing with charts, tables, forms, and double passages. Your time starts now. Time's up. Question number 1. Who sent this email? Letter A, Andrew Fisk, is whom the email is addressed, which we can see from this part of the email. Letter C, Efron, is the name of the vehicle, and letter D, Andrew Billings, can't be found within the email. The answer can be found here. So, who sent the email? Very good. It's letter B, Gordon Billings. Question number 2. Which model sold the greatest number overall? Let's go over each letter. Townstar placed second in the overall sales of the vehicle with a total of 17,894. Avenger followed as third with 4,787, while Excelsior placed the lowest with only 2,718 overall sales. This leaves us with, correct, letter B, Puccino. Question number 3. Which was the most successful period of sales of Puccino? Let us start from the lowest sales. Letter D, September to November, was its lowest sales with only 4,720. Followed by the months of January to March with 4,735 and April to June with 4,986 respectively. So the most successful period of sales is, you got it right, letter A, July to August. Question number 4. What will happen in March? If you look back at the table, the Excelsior model was discontinued in the month of November and not in March. Letter C, an email for a visit is sent in February and not in March. Lastly, letter D, the party will be held, is out of the context. We can find the answer on the first sentence of the email. And the correct answer is letter A. Andrew would like to discuss different approaches. Question number 5. How many Excelsior models were sold in December? Letter A, 756, are the figures sold from January to March. Letter B, 465 are the figures sold in the month of September only, as noted in the chart that the model was discontinued in the month of November. Lastly, letter D, 598 are the figures sold in the months of April to June. As said, the model was discontinued beginning in November. In other words, there are no sales in the month of December. So the answer is very good. Letter C, 0. For questions 6 to 10, refer to the following advertisement and email. You have 10 seconds to read each passage, but if you need more time to read, you can pause the video. Your time starts now. Time's up. Question number 6. How did Calvin Adams find out about the apartment? All the choices were not mentioned in the advertisement as to where Calvin Adams find out about the apartment for rent, except one. As stated in the first sentence, what is obviously the answer? Correct. Letter B, in the newspaper. Question number 7. What feature probably attracted Calvin to this apartment? As we already know, the answer to this question is found on both the advertisement and email. The central heating, the price, and the space were not the ones that attracted Calvin to this apartment, as these were not stated. In the third sentence of the paragraph, he says the family wanted to move closer to the town center. That's why he wanted to check the place. And so the best answer is very good. Letter C, the location. Question number 8. How many bedrooms are there in the apartment? Similar to the previous question, we can find the answer to this from both the advertisement and email. In the advertisement, we can find the answer here, where it describes the rooms and the quantity of bedrooms. From the email, we can find it in the second sentence. What is the correct answer? Yes, letter A, 2. Question number 9. What does Calvin request? Calvin would appreciate it if they could send pictures of the bedroom and the living or dining room, but not the balcony. Moreover, there is no mention of making an appointment in March, but rather on Monday. And lastly, an additional bed was not requested. Letters B, C, and D are not the answers. The answer is found in the last part of the email. What is his request? It is letter A, directions to the apartment. Last but not the least, question number 10. Which of the following is likely to be a problem? In this part of the email, he said they own a small amount of furniture, which is probably not enough for a 2-bedroom place. The other choices were not mentioned in his email. This makes the answer obvious, which is letter C, the amount of furniture. So that wraps up our lesson on learning how to answer questions dealing with charts, tables, forms, and double passages, part 2. I hope you had a great time. Thank you and see you in the next episode.